light of this edition, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn expressed his infinite grief and shared his feelings and thoughts about General Secretary Nguyễn Trọng, an eminent leader of our party, state and people. Cần Thơ University of Medicine and Pharmacy announced a threshold for ensuring the quality of admission to full-time universities in 2024. In the first half of July, Vietnam exported more than 290,000 tons of rice with a value of $177 million. Hello, it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News. Today, together with people in the whole country and international friends, hearing the news of the death of General Secretary Nguyễn Trọng, Politburo member, also Chairman of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn, expressed his infinite grief and shared his feelings and thoughts about the eminent leader of our party, state and people. According to National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn, General Secretary Nguyễn Trọng, he is a great, intellectual, talented personality, full of bravery, dialectical scientific thinking, rich practice, and erudite reasoning. With 80 years of life and 57 years of the party membership, the General Secretary has devoted his life to the noble ideals of the party, shining an exemplary example of revolutionary ethics of a communist soldier, a sharp intellectual and excellent theorist of the party. All of his life dedicates himself to the ideal of national independence and socialism for the happiness of the people. With the responsibility of being the highest leader of the party, holding many important positions assigned by the party and the state, including the position of Chairman of the 11th and 12th National Assembly, the General Secretary has always been very attached to the National Assembly, clearly understanding the organization and mode of operation of the National Assembly. The General Secretary always reminds to spend sufficient time on the activities of the National Assembly to have in-depth knowledge and deep understanding of the National Assembly to have sharp comments and criticisms. For National Assembly deputies, the General Secretary always reminds that, regardless of the working position, it's necessary to be fully aware of the powers and responsibilities of a deputy, regularly contact voters, listen to and honestly reflect the opinions and recommendations of voters, subject to the supervision of voters, must regularly cultivate, train, and preserve moral qualities, raise their qualifications in all aspects, be close to and listen to the opinions of voters and people, and best fulfill the tasks entrusted to them by voters and people. Chairman of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn emphasized that once again shows the prudence, humility, and prudence of a true communist when assigned a particularly important task. On the occasion of the 77th Wine Valley St. Martin's anniversary, July 27th, 1947, July 27th, 2024, the People's Committee of Cần Thơ City gave gifts to people with meritorious services to the revolution in the city, specifically as follows.
Accordingly, the level of 1,100,000 Vietnamese dong per person for the following subjects: revolutionary activists before January 1st, 1945, who are enjoying monthly reverential allowances. Revolutionary activists from January 1st, 1945 to before the August 1945 general uprising are enjoying monthly reverential allowances. Vietnamese heroic martyrs are enjoying reverential monthly allowances. Heroes of the People Armed Forces, heroes of labor in the resistance war are enjoying monthly allowances. Relatives of marshals who are enjoying monthly survivorship allowances. Relatives of 2 or more marshals who are enjoying monthly survivorship allowances. War invalids, beneficiaries of policies such as war invalids, Class B invalids, and sick soldiers with reduced working capacity of 81% or more are enjoying monthly incentives. Resistant activists who are contaminated with toxic chemicals and have their working capacity reduced by 81% or more are enjoying monthly reverential allowances. The level of 1 million Vietnamese dong per person for the following subject: war invalids, beneficiaries of policies such as war invalids, Class B invalids, sick soldiers with reduced working capacity of 80% or less, who are enjoying monthly incentives, resistant war activists who are contaminated with toxic chemicals and have their working capacity reduced by 80% or less are enjoying monthly referential allowances, relatives of marshals, fathers, mothers, spouses, children, people with meritorious services to nurturing marshals who are enjoying monthly referential allowances, and so on.
On July 21st morning, the Standing Committee of Cần Suburban District Youth Union and the Youth Union of Cần Thơ City jointly organized the handover ceremony of the youth home for Mr. Thạch family in Thời, Nguyễn.
The house is worth about 80 million Vietnamese dong, of which the Youth Union of every band branches in Cần and southwestern areas supported 52.5 million Vietnamese dong. The rest was contributed by the family. The representative of the family expressed his deep gratitude for the attention of all levels of setters and sponsors and promised to be more determined in production labor to develop the family economy.
On July 22nd morning, the party committee of the business block of Cần Thơ City opened the second training class on political theory for new party members in 2024. 50 newly admitted party members under the party committee of the business block have conducted the contents of Marxism, Leninism, and Ho Chi Minh thought, the ideological foundation, guidelines, and actions of the party and the Vietnamese Revolution, national independence associated with socialism in Vietnam, promoting the strength of the whole nation, socialist democracy, building a perfecting a socialist state under the rule of law, the party's socio-economic development line, development of education and training, science and technology, building and developing Vietnamese culture and people, environmental protection and social development management, strengthening national defense and security, firmly protecting the fatherland, maintaining a peaceful environment, political stability, social order and safety, proactively and actively integrating into the international community the principles of organization and operation of the party and the work of building the party at the grassroots, strengthening the construction and rectification of the party, striving to be worthy of the title of member of the Communist Party of Vietnam. Cần Thơ University of Medicine and Pharmacy has just announced the threshold for ensuring the quality of admission to full-time universities in 2024.
Accordingly, the minimum score for registration for the first phase of regular universities in 2024 of Cần Thơ University of Medicine and Pharmacy ranges from 19 to 22.5 points, in which the minimum threshold score for admission for two majors, medicine and dentistry, is 22.5 points, followed by traditional medicine and pharmacology with 21 points, majors with the same floor score of 19, including preventive medicine, nursing, midwifery, medical laboratory technology, medical imaging engineering, public health, and biomedical technology.
According to the General Department of Customs, in the first half of July, Vietnam exported more than 290,000 tons of rice with a value of $177 million, up 15% in volume and 30% in value, respectively, over the same period last year. The average export price of rice also increased by 12% over the same period, reaching $612.3 1 ton.
The opportunity for rice export to prosper in the second half of the year is huge. Recently, the Vietnam Trade Office in the Philippines said that the total amount of rice imported by the Philippines in 2024 may reach over 4 million tons, even up to 4.5 million tons, higher than the previous forecast. The Philippines has increased rice imports, which means that Vietnamese rice exporters will have more opportunities to increase export output in the second half of this year. Meanwhile, the U.S. Department of Agriculture forecasts that the Philippines could import up to 4.7 million tons of rice, an increase of 500,000 tons from the forecast made earlier this year.
Also, according to the General Department of Customs, in the first 6 months of 2024, Vietnamese rice exported to the Indonesian market reached $444 million, up 82% over the same period last year. Rice has become the top commodity in 11 export items to the country of 10,000 islands. Next are phones and components, textile and garments, raw materials, iron and steel, chemicals, raw plastics, coffee, seafood, vegetables, and fruits. Now, as usual, before moving to the close, let's take a quick look at the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continues. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, thtpct. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.